r/AskReddit, what's the weirdest thing guest has done at your house? Did you say anything? I imagined someone popping the tab off a full can of beer and then just throwing it in your living room. Now I realized you meant the bottle cap was tossed, which is slightly less weird than my mind scenario. Removed. My ex-mother-in-law. She had to pee in the middle of the night, but her son, my ex, was in the only bathroom. Instead of knocking, she got a glass out of the kitchen, went into the garage and squatted to pee into the cup. I had heard the garage door open and got up to see what was going on and startled her, causing her to spill her cup of pee all over the floor. Like I peed in the backyard in the middle of the night when the bathroom was taken, but the garage? The glass? Someone I was seeing for a while told me, months after the fact, that she had taken a dump and was unable to flush it. She took the shite out of the toilet and placed it in the bin. The kitchen bin. It's your fault for not having a poop knife. That is absolutely hilarious. That lady needs a poop knife? My sister's mother-in-law visited them a year or so after they got married. They both had to work, and that meant leaving her at home all day. I was emptying your dishwasher and I didn't really know where anything was supposed to go, so I went ahead and rearranged all your cabinets in a way that makes sense to me. When they got back, the mother-in-law had decided to be helpful and clean the house. Vacuumed the living room, did dishes, sanitized and reboxed all of their sex toys. I thought it was weird then, and it was, but these days it'd be worth it to get the dishes done. A guy I dated used to put on a hat to make a phone call. When I asked why, he said because he usually would go outside to smoke a cigarette while making a phone call. He tried not to smoke around me because I didn't like it. He also put on sunglasses to brush his teeth. I didn't get a good answer for that one. Maybe he is an overly vigorous brusher and uses the sunglasses more like safety goggles. Shit in the shower/bathtub. They were not taking a shower/bath. Was this at a house party in Whistler around 2010? I didn't think they ever found out who did that. Not even a complimentary waffle stomp? Rude. Used the laundry machine more than 50 times in a single month after we told her she used it too much after 1 week and 20 uses. She thinks wash separately means every single piece. She ate all my food within 2 days. I'm talking 24 pack of sodas, 2 bags of chips, with dip, a loaf of bread, 3 sticks of butter, all my dessert cereals. I didn't have the heart to say anything about it. I think she has a very serious eating disorder. I knew my meal staying with us was going to be a problem, but this was a level I was not prepared for. Like really, you couldn't just open cabinets until you found the cups and put them in there, and so on? Must be related to my in-laws who ate 3 sticks of butter and half a tub of country crock in a week. I went to make mashed potatoes the day they left and there was no butter or butter-like product left in the house. My mom told me the woman who babysat me when I was like 3 years old would change the place of our entire furniture to her liking. LMAO, my mom would get home and our whole living room would be different and the woman would just say, well, I like it better like that, and my mom would be, yeah, but that's my house, not yours. Shit themselves, then get it on the bathroom rug, the sink, the back of the toilet and bathroom towels. We'd had moved in about 2 weeks earlier after having the house built. Basically everywhere except the toilet. Was it a toddler? More annoying than weird, but he flew to my city for the weekend and spent 95% of it sitting on my couch smoking dope. The only time he left it was when I dragged him out for a few hours to meet mutual friends. Years later I visited him in his city full of plans to go and see stuff. But nope, we barely left his place. Username checks out. In my 20s a friend of a friend came over and she would always pretend to be a cat. Not in a cute way, but in a I'm gonna pretend to slowly push stuff off of your countertops and tables with my paw. The first time it was a little funny because we were high and it was something innocuous like a pile of papers, but she kept doing it and doing it. On a couple occasions she actually pushed glassware off my table, shattering it, so I finally had to ban her from my apartment. Attention seekers are the worst. He said he needed to look up something on internet, so I lended him my laptop. He then proceeds to watch porn on my couch while I am 6 feet away from him. I took the laptop back. Straight to jail. My best friend's ex did that. He was doing job applications on my laptop. I didn't notice he'd left the living room for the bathroom. 2 days later, I find a copious amount of MILF porn downloaded to my tiny little laptop. Who downloads that, and on something so small? Fuck you, Jake Phillips. My uncle, who was visiting, spilled a pop on the coffee table and used a throw pillow to mop it up. This is the kind of thing I would physically fight a house guest over. Odette and died in my driveway. Awkward. At least it was outside. Our redneck friend was staying with us for a night. He said our shower drain was clogged and got pliers and just ripped the drain cover up. This was an apartment, so the drain cover was like fused into the tub. Sharp metal was sticking up from him bending it open. Kid's birthday party. One kid comes over, gives my kid their present, then hands me a cake mix box and says my mom said you can make this for the party. Like, they didn't bring the actual cake but just the baked mix you can buy at the store where you have to add eggs or whatever, and expected me to make it that day. I threw a New Year's party once. Someone I invited brought a group of people who I knew, but didn't exactly enjoy the company of. Sometime around 1 a.m., I noticed that my keepsake urn necklace containing my brother's ashes was missing. Then, I discover a couple of small lines of powder-like material in lines on my bathroom counter. The fuckers had tried to snort my brother and stole the necklace his remains were in. I was livid. Dude, WTF, this is horrific, I'm so sorry. Invited herself to eat an entire loaf of bread in a single sitting. We had a couple over for dinner. Had a good time, but they stayed and stayed. Around midnight they asked where they should sleep. We lived in a small one-bedroom apartment and were puzzled, so delicately asked them if they wouldn't be going home. They said since we'd given them alcohol they wouldn't be able to drive. 4 adults, 1 bottle of wine, 6 hours. We were nonplussed. Gave them a couple blankets and pillows and said they could sleep on the couch or floor. We did not invite them again. Was this me? Did this once as a kid when I was staying with someone. My mom was an obsessive health nut and it was my first time trying white bread and I accidentally gorged down the entire loaf. When I was about 9, my mother was frequently visited by a friend who I already didn't like at the time. Once she forgot to lock the bathroom and then I caught her squeezing our shower gel into a plastic bag. When she stole my first Nokia, my mother finally ended the friendship. I guess that's why I only let a few people in. We have a summer cabin in the mountains. My so invited his grown-up daughter to come visit. She wanted to bring a friend. We were like, great, the more the merrier. This friend went into our bedroom and stole some of my important prescription medications that I had stored in a box in a corner under a couple other boxes. Also a bottle of used nail polish and a handmade coffee mug that had been gifted to my so, which was decorative only. Apparently pumping up their junk since they accidentally left the device in the bathroom. The moment someone alphabetically reorganized every cabinet in my kitchen. Well, that's easy. They all start with C. One drunk guest pooped on the bathroom floor and just walked away. Brother-in-law blocked the toilet, told me he'd blocked the toilet and left me to unblock the toilet that he'd blocked. Cheers, Simon, appreciate that. At least he told you instead of the surprise overflow that my kids do to me. Brought a carton of juicy, only drank a glass, until it was time to leave, when she proceeded to drink the whole rest of the liter consecutively. It would have been fine to just take the carton with her. I guess that euro was too precious to leave to us. This was an upside-down pineapple situation. Her son shit in his pants, didn't even go to the bathroom, wipe his son's ass with my favorite face towel. Then leave without a notice. My nephew did this at my house once. Except it was my brand new white towels. I found a shit-covered towel shoved in the back of the closet weeks later. There was toilet paper. And a shower. My nephew was about 10 at the time. Had a neighbor stop by. We gave him a beer and he popped the top off and casually tossed it, EDA, the cap, on the floor like it was completely normal.
Hey guys, it's Reddit Glitch. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. I just wanted to ask you guys to hit the subscribe button because according to my statistics, 98.8% of my viewers are not subscribed, which I think you should subscribe because it's free and we're going to have a lot more bangers in the future, so subscribe. Again, thanks for watching. Bye.